Good morning, viewers. This is Kasturi Day. Today, I've come to discuss the question answers of my biology chapter according to CSE syllabus, like class 9. Okay. So the chapter which I'm discussing, the question answers are of the cell, the unit of life. Okay. So let me start with. Before that, I want to tell you that you need to subscribe my channel for staying with me for I have told you earlier also that I'll be discussing some question answers patterns of ICC patterns question answers of this class 9 syllabus. Okay, so along with this question answers and also the text portion of the chapter. Okay, so for that, you need to subscribe with me and stay with me with my channel, and you will like the videos, I'm sure of that. So press the like button and also share with your friends and also your near and dear ones, so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And let me start with today's part of the this discussion. Okay, so I'm starting with first the multiple choice type question answers. Which one of the following cell organelles is correctly matched with its function? Okay, so ribosome, the options are ribosome, which means synthesis of protein, mitochondria is synthesis of enzymes, plasma membrane freely permeable, and centrosome carriers of genes. So the first option, that is ribosomes, which the matching with synthesis of protein, is the correct option. See, the second one, mitochondria, is it is matching with secretion of enzyme. That's wrong, because it is a powerhouse. That means it produces energy. Okay, then plasma membrane is not freely permeable, it is semi-permeable membrane. So that is also not correct. Then centrosome is not the carrier of genes. Okay, so centrosome helps in the formation, in the cell division. So this is also not correct. So the first option is correct one. Then second question, all life starts as an egg, a single cell, a gene, cell membrane, etc. That's the four options which are there. So all life starts as a single cell. The B option is correct. Then which one of the following is found both in the cells of a mango plant and a monkey? Chloroplast, centrioles, cell wall, cell membrane. So the D option is correct, because the chloroplast only found in the mango plant because it's a plant. Okay. Then centrioles only in the monkey. Cell wall again in the mango plant only, but cell membrane present in both the cells. That is mango plant cells as well as monkey cells also. Then a plant cell can be identified from an animal cell by the absence of centrosome, presence of cell membrane, presence of vacuoles, and none of the above. The first one is correct, because a plant cell does not have a centrosome with the centrioles. It is present, it's a characteristic feature of an animal cell. Okay, so the first option is correct. Then plant cell has a cell wall made up of protein, fructose, cellulose, or fatty acid. It's the cellulose which is made up of, which the cell wall is made up of. Then the cell organelles that help in respiration of the cell is mitochondria, lysosome, ribosome, centrosomes. So the cell organelles which help in respiration is the mitochondria that produces energy for the cell. Then a single membrane is present in mitochondria, plastid, lysosome, or endoplasmic reticulum. It is the lysosome which has a single membrane. Other three organelles, they have a double membrane. Okay. Then which is the supporting framework of the cell? Endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, plastids, or the Golgi bodies? So the first one, that is endoplasmic reticulum, is the supporting framework of the cell. Okay, ribosomes, they synthesize as proteins. Then plastids, they give coloration to the plants. And the Golgi apparatus, they generally the support they help in carrying the things from one part of the cell to the other. Okay. The next is centrosome is found in what? Cytoplasm, nucleus, chromosome, or nucleolus. It is found in the cytoplasm. Then organism containing nucleoids. Okay, that one is nucleons. Okay. Then organism containing nucleoids is bacteria. Okay, nucleoids means similar to nucleoid, resembling a nucleus. Okay, so and then centriole helps in cell division. Okay, and organelle which lack membrane is ribosomes. Ribosomes do not have a membrane. Okay, then the radiant energy is converted into chemical energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Now, next question, name the part of the cell which is concerned with the following. Liberation of energy, it's concerned with mitochondria. Synthesis of protein is ribosomes. Transmission of hereditary characters from the parents to the offspring, it's the chromosomes. Then initiation of cell division is centrosome. Hydrolytic in function, it's lysosome. Entry of only certain substances in and out of the cell is the cell membrane. Now, next question, name the following. The scientist who observed cork cells and coined the term cell, it's Robert Hooke. Then one organelle which is bound by a double membrane, mitochondria. One organelle which has a single membrane, that's lysosome. Then a prokaryotic cell, that's bacteria. The largest cell is the ostrich's egg. Okay. The scientist who observed a nucleus, Robert Brown. The physical basis of life is the protoplasm. The longest cell in human body is the nerve cell. An organelle which is present only in the animal cell is the centrosome. The plastids which provides yellow color to the petals, that's chromoplast. Okay. And the green colored plastid is chloroplast. The pigment present in the chloroplast is the chlorophyll. Okay, that can trap the sunlight and produce food for the plants, and also indirectly for all the animals, all the living beings. The control center of the cell is the nucleus. Bearer of hereditary is the chromosome. Then the membrane covering the vacuole is the tonoplast. The vacuole is covered by a membrane called tonoplast. The fluid present in the vacuole is known as the cell sap. A cell without nucleus, it's human RBC, red blood cells. Okay, the kitchen of the cell is the chloroplast, because there the manufacture of food takes place. A structure for the formation of the cell wall in the plant cell is dictyosomes. Okay. For the formation of the cell wall in the plant cells, they are known as dictyosomes. Then the main constituent of chromosome is known as genes. The person who proposed that cells arise from pre-existing cells, that is Rudolf Virchow. The smallest cell is mycoplasm, that's bacteria. Okay, it's a type of bacteria. First person to observe the living cell is Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Then colorless plastid stores food, it's the leucoplast. The small dense structure which is present in the nucleus, it's the nucleolus. Then the discoverer of nucleus is Robert Brown in 1831. The longest cell in the human body is the nerve cell. Okay. Next we come to the true and false. All animal cells contain a cell wall. That's false, because plant cells contain the cell wall, not the animal cells. The cell wall is made up of protein. No, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. So the statement is false. Then plant cells contain large vacuoles. That's true. Protoplasm is the part of the cell which surrounds the nucleus. It's the protoplasm, but total is the protoplasm, but it is the cytoplasm. The part of the protoplasm which surrounds the nucleus, that is known as cytoplasm. Okay. So the statement is false. Now the genes are located in the chromosome. That's true. Then anthocyanins are the pigments of flowers which are dissolved in the cell sap. That's true. They're not plastids. Okay. The cell membranes is dead. No, that's living. Cell membrane is made up of protoplasm. So it's a living matter. So that's not dead. Then vacuole contains cell sap. That's true. Plant cells contain small vacuole. No, it contains large vacuole. The shape of the cell that depends upon its function. That's true. Chromoplast contains chlorophyll. False. It does not contain chlorophyll. Okay. Then the chromosomes are present in the cytoplasm. It is present in the nucleus. Okay. So next we come to the fill in the blanks. Lysosomes consist of membranes, membranous sacs, and secrete 40 types of digestive enzymes. Okay. So that's why it is known as a suicidal bags. Lysosomes are known as suicidal bags. Then centrioles is surrounded by microtubules located near the nucleus. Okay. Next is very thin, flexible living membrane, which is differentially permeable, is known as cell membrane. More than 1,000 chromosomes are found in the nucleus of certain insects. Genes are the hereditary units. Okay. Leucoplast is a plastid which contains stores starch. Okay. The term protoplasm was first coined by Purkinje. WBC is a contractile cell, that is white blood cell. The part of chloroplast where light reaction takes place is the grana. Okay, chloroplast has two, that is grana, and another is, I forgot. Just a second, I'll tell you what is the other. Stroma. Okay, granum and stroma. Right? Grana is the matrix and stroma are the stacks which lies. Okay. So the chloroplasts, they contain grana. Okay. The light reaction that takes place in the grana only. Then the cell membrane is made up of proteins and phospholipids. Cell membrane is made up of proteins and phospholipids. Now we come to certain short answers. How many chromosomal pairs are found in the human cells? It's 23 pairs. Altogether, it's 46 number of chromosomes present in the human nucleus. Then cell nucleus. What is the name of the cell chemical substances which constitutes the genes? It's the deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA in short form. What is the basic difference between an organ and an organelle? Organs are the parts of the body, whereas organelles, they're parts of the cells. Organs are found in the multicellular organisms, whether organelles are found in all the life, that is all lives, that is unicellular as well as multicellular lives. Then organs are collectively form the organ system, whereas organelles contribute to form a cell. Then organs perform specific life processes in the body. Okay. Whereas organelles, they perform specific life processes within the cell. Organs are macroscopic in structure, that is, we can see without a microscope, but organelles, we need to see through a microscope, microscopical in structures. Example of organs are brain, heart, lungs, etc. But organelles, example are mitochondria, nucleus, Golgi apparatus, etc. Now we come to the difference between protoplasm and cytoplasm. Protoplasm consists of a cytosol, cell wall, okay, then along with the nucleus. Cytosol, cell organelles along with the nucleus. Whereas cytoplasm consists of a jelly-like substances that is known as cytosol and all the cell organelles. Okay, so protoplasm, all the things of the cytoplasm are present. Along with that, there is a nucleus present along with in the protoplasm, included in the protoplasm. But in cytoplasm, nucleus is subtracted. Then for protoplasm, it is made up of cytoplasm, nucleoplasm, and the nucleus, whereas cytoplasm is made up of water and structural filaments. Then protoplasm is a thick, viscous fluid made up of protein, lipids, carbohydrates, nucleic acids, and inorganic salts, whereas cytoplasm, one of the constituents of protoplasm. Okay. Then protoplasm is a living substance of the cell and it surrounds the cell membrane. It surrounds the cell membrane. Then a cytoplasm is a semi-solid material which is present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Okay. Then we come to the difference between nucleolus and nucleus. Nucleolus is a suborganelle, whereas nucleus is a main organelle. Nucleolus has non-membranous bound. Okay, it's not bound by a membrane, whereas nucleus is a membranous bound. That is, it is bound by a membrane. Nucleolus contains RNA, whereas nucleus contains the genetic material DNA. Okay, nucleolus is present in the nucleoplasm, whereas nucleus is present in the cytoplasm. Okay. Next, we come to the difference between centrosome and chromosome. Centrosome is a part of the cytoskeleton of a cell and it helps in cell division, whereas chromosome is a part of the nucleus that divides during the cell division. Okay, then centrosome consists of two cylindrical structures or known as centrioles, which are placed perpendicular to each other, whereas chromosomes consist of the thread-like structures to which the spindle fibers get attached and released by centrosome during cell division at the centrosome, at the centromeres. Okay, they are attached at the centromeres. These spindle fibers are attached at the centromeres. Then centrosome is not found in the plant cells, whereas chromosomes are found. Chromosomes are found in all animal and plant cells. Okay. Then the centrosome, usually one pair of centrioles present in each cell, and in chromosomes, the number of chromosomes vary from one organism to the other. Next, we come to the difference between the cell wall and cell membrane. Cell wall is the outermost thick protective layer of a plant cell, whereas cell membrane is the outer covering of all the cells. That may be plant or the animal cell. Then cell wall is found only in the bacterial and plant cells, whereas cell membrane is found both in the plant and the animal cells. Cell wall is non-living, whereas cell membrane is living. Cell wall is permeable, whereas cell membrane is semi-permeable. Next, we come to the difference between the plant cells and the animal cells. Plant cells have a definite cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. Animals do not have the cell wall. Plant cells do not have the centrosome. Animal cells have the centrosome with centrioles. Plant cells, vacuoles of prominent, one or more may be present, and they are concerned with the excretion or a secretion. Animal cells, vacuoles may not be present, and if present, they are small and temporary. Okay, then plant cells, they contain plastids. Animal cells do not contain the plastids. Then plant cells usually have large-sized cells with distinct outer lines, whereas in animal cells, they're usually small-sized cells with less distinct boundaries. Then plant cells, the cytoplasm not so dense, but in case of animal cells, the cytoplasm dense and more granular. Plant cells, the cells have only a thin lining of cytoplasm, mostly pushed to the periphery. But in animal cells, the cells are almost filled entirely with cytoplasm. Next, we come to some prokaryotes and the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes have a primitive nucleus, whereas eukaryotes, they have a true nucleus. Prokaryotes, they do not have a membrane, no membrane which encases the organelles, but the eukaryotes organelles are present, which have a which are bounded by a membrane. Then prokaryotes, the example are bacteria, blue-green algae, etc. Eukaryotes, fungi, protozoa, plants, and animals. Prokaryotes, usually they are unicellular except the cyanobacteria, which is multicellular in nature, whereas eukaryotes all are multicellular. Then prokaryotes, no nuclear membrane, and the nuclear material is scattered in the cytoplasm, whereas in eukaryotes, nuclear membranes are present in the well-defined nucleus bounded by a nuclear membrane. Okay. So let me stop here. This is for the today. This much is for today. And please go do a revision. Note down what I have told you. Okay. So that will make you solve the questions wherever wherever you are solving them. And go through the text portion first and then go for the questions. Okay, that will give you a better understanding. Wherever you want, you can take a screenshot and keep them. That can help you to refer in the later stage also. You need not open the total video. Okay, and otherwise, or you can note it down in the paper copy rather. And this video will be there every time. If you want to watch, you can watch it. Okay, but for next video and for the discussion of the question answers, you need to have to join with me, stay with me, and for that you need to subscribe, and also press the like button. That will motivate me to produce for this type of good videos for you all. And do share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. Okay, so thank you for watching and have a good day.